Hey guys, it's Ren. I'm back to filming on my old digital camera because I'm waiting for my new webcam to come to me in the mail from Walmart.com. So please bear with me until I get back on track. But today I decided to do a tutorial on putting liquid foundation using the MAC 187 brush and some MAC liquid foundation. Some tips I found along the way from different YouTube people like Xbarkage and others. First I want to show you my shirt that my roommate got me for Christmas. Can you see that? It says, "I love makeup." Isn't that so cute? I was just so blown away when she got it for me. I was like, perfect gift. So let's get started. I have on a clean face. I already cleansed and I moisturized using I think I used Clean and Clear liquid foundation, not liquid cleanser, and then I moisturized with the MAC Studio Moisture moisturizer. So I let that dry and sink in. Anka says wait 10 minutes. I probably waited like 5, but it feels like my face is pretty much dry and the moisturizer has sunk in. So next really important step is to prime your face. This is Smashbox photofinish primer. This is one of the more popular ones out there. Just squeeze a little bit into your fingers. One pump is fine. And what I do is I kind of distribute it on my fingertips and I smooth it on my face. Just like so. It goes on really silky. And basically, by putting this on, in case you didn't know, the primer lets your foundation go on a lot smoother. It fills in any like little wrinkles or holes in your face, and it makes it last longer too. So make sure to put the primer on. I just use clean fingertips. Be gentle. So it feels like it's pretty smooth on. And now I'm going to go ahead and get started and put on my concealer, my under eye concealer first. So what I do first, you've probably seen my under eye concealing video, is I use a yellow corrector and a foundation brush, a concealer brush, and I just pat it on like this into my under eyes. To conceal the dark circles underneath. It's better to pat it on rather than to brush it on, so that way you can keep the concealer on there, because if you brush it on, it kind of doesn't let it stay, and it's almost like you have to pile on a lot more. Just like with powder, when you want eyeshadow powder, when you want it to be more vibrant, you have to pat it on. Same with under eye concealer. And I'm just going to use my finger and roll it on to blend it in. So this yellow kind of corrects the darkish purple tones of my under eye circles. And now I'm going to use my MAC. This is a Select Moisturecover and NW35. And I'm going to use my concealer brush again. Dab it on, like so. Do the same thing to the other side. This is a quick version of my under eye concealing video. I did it on my roommate and she has darker circles, so I took a couple extra steps. But this is more like an everyday way that I put on under eye concealer. And then again I roll on. Now make sure that your skin is moisturized. I put on moisturizer and eye cream because I have dry skin, and if you don't have moisturizer, it definitely doesn't go on as smooth. So there's my under eye concealer. And if you have any other areas you want to conceal, go ahead and dab those on. I'm just going to put some right here because I have some, for some reason my face is a little red right there. I think because I went home for winter break and my parents' dog, I'm allergic to dogs, and they decided to finally get one when I left the house. So just going to rub it in with my ring finger because this is the lightest pressure finger. So that's just an example. If you have any blemishes you want to cover up, do the same thing. So now I'm going to use my foundation. I just got some new foundation today. It's the Mineralize Satin Skinfinish foundation with SPF 15. I know that Matthew Francis, Avoid Wearing Makeup, recommended this, so I wanted to get it too. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put it on my hand, pump once, and then I'm going to take my MAC 187 skunk brush and dab it in. And now I'm just going to pat it all over my face. This is a tip that X-Sparkage said to do. That way you don't waste a lot of foundation. I'm going to put a little bit more so I can get my forehead. Dab it on here and just kind of go like this, like in a stippling motion. Like that. This gives you that airbrush look. Like that. I'm just blending it in. Get underneath here because I get a little red under here. And then I just smooth any lines out by going like this, like a sweeping motion. I put it everywhere, including on my eyelids, just to even out the color. Just like so. And make sure to blend it in with your jaw and down into the neck, so that way it doesn't look like you're wearing a mask. And you know, if you want to have a heavier coverage, go ahead and just build on the layers. I'm going to put some more on my cheeks because my cheeks are really red right now for some reason. So, just going to dot it on in this area. Like that. And then sweeping motion to blend in any of those marks left from the brush. Okay. So there you have it. And with any foundation, whether it's a cream or liquid, you want to make sure and set it with powder. That way it makes the foundation last and it gives it kind of like a nice finish. So I'm just going to use my Select Sheer MAC Press Powder. And this is an NC40, in case you were wondering. And I don't really use this because all the MAC artists say that, you know, it's gross unless you kind of change it out because it holds bacteria in it. So instead I use brushes because it's more sanitary, and that way, you know, you don't like get your skin all infected and break out from bacteria from using the same old dirty sponge. So I'm going to use a kabuki brush and buff it into the powder like so. Tap off any excess. And now I'm just going to buff it into my skin. Just like that. Get a little more. This really makes your skin look completely even when you do this. Make sure to blend into the jawline. And don't forget your forehead. And I'm just doing it in a little circular motion so it really gets the powder in there and it sets that foundation. Fix my bangs. And there you have it. Really quick, easy way to do foundation. This is, you know, it really only takes a couple minutes. So that's pretty much it for my foundation video. I hope it helped you guys a little bit. Please continue to subscribe and post comments. Check out my blog, www.makeupbyrenren.blogspot.com. And I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to do a talking video because I haven't been doing that recently. So I want you guys to know that I do speak. And I'll have the videos coming. I'm going to do some more eyeshadow looks and show you some of my new hauls. So hope you guys enjoy. Ciao, Bellas!